minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, here we go again, and it's live. As I didn't completely screw up last week, I thought I'd give it another go. It definitely saves an awful lot of time in editing afterwards, because you just dump it up there. So, in the news this week, and I've got to say it is all X-Plane, and there's quite a lot of helicopters, because I went out and got that Bell 47. More about that in a minute. So, what have we got in the news this week? Well, Navigraph coming into the G3000. Little bit of hardware I found looking around. Some more news about Orbex. What else did I find? Yeah, and some scenery. A couple of bits of scenery, in fact. So, let's get into the news for, what is it, Sunday the 30th of May. God, we're nearly at the end. So what did I find in the news this week? Well, this one's a couple of weeks old, but I missed it for some unknown reason. Well, it's no big surprise really, because I haven't got an aeroplane yet that I've flown that's got the G3000 in, but I do subscribe to Navigraph charts because, wow, it is just good value for money, I think. So there is a mod for the 3000, and it brings Navigraph charts in, as we can see here, into the 3000. Makes you want to go out and fly an aeroplane that's got this in. I'm not sure which one. I think the ATR from... Yeah, I think the ATR 72's got it in. Might get that. Let's give it some thought. But as usual, I'll put links in the notes below after this has been uploaded to YouTube, so you can find it for yourself. Now, looking around, I found this. As I said, I've been into helicopters for quite a long time. Love flying helicopters in X-Plane. And the first helicopter that came out for MSFS was a freeware one, and it came from the High Performance Group. It was the H135. So, news out that they've got the 145 coming out. And this is payware, and initially it will only be available on their website. And I've got to say, reading down this, it's got a fairly hefty price tag to it, and it's not even available yet. So this is one of those that you're going to pre-order. It's $42 or $43, $42.99. And as soon as it's available, you'll be able to download it from their website as an early adopter. £42, and that's a lot of money. So I downloaded the Bell 47 and from Flying Side, Set it to easy, and it's exactly the same as, or it's a similar experience to flying the 135. Set it to medium, and it gets a little bit more difficult. And if you set it to realistic, boy, does that give you a challenge. It is one of the most difficult helicopters I've yet to master, and I love it. So, $42 for something that isn't ready yet, and something that comes from the group that made the 135, which, don't let me put you off it, it is great fun to fly, but it isn't a helicopter. I'm not a pilot, but if helicopters were that easy to fly, then we'd all be flying them and there wouldn't be any problems with it, and helicopter pilots wouldn't get paid. So, what can I say? There is a website out there that specialises in helicopters. Can't remember, I'll put a link below. And the guy that runs that site was saying he's not sure either. And he is a helicopter pilot. So, my suggestion is watch out for this, but don't pay out $43 because we haven't got a realistic helicopter from them yet, and $43 for something that isn't realistic is probably a bit too much these days, considering what Fly Inside have done. But one to watch out. Microsoft stroke ASBO. Come on, guys, get your fingers out. You're being outdone by the community now, bringing helicopters in, and you're not scheduled to bring it out to 2022. So 145. So another piece of news that came out this week, and I found on the FS Elite website, was a company called Next Level Racing, who started off building racing rigs for those that want to fly. Those want to drive very fast. Anyway, they've done something with Boeing apparently, and in this picture, if you look there, just squint, you can see the Boeing logo. So they're obviously going to build a rig based on their existing ones, but branded by Boeing. That is my prediction. I don't think they're going to be building throttle quadrants and joysticks or yokes the way that Logitech did with their tie-in with Airbus. I think it's just going to be a seat, and I think it's going to be fairly expensive, but let's wait and see. And let's see if we can find this, which I also had a look at. Oh, there we go. Because I'm always looking for a bargain and looking for something that isn't going to cost me a fortune. Is a rig that's only $249. And it's available all over the world. And that's not bad, is it? Let's have a quick look at this. We full screen. No, I won't do full screen. Anyway, I'll let you watch that. I'll put links in below. Next Level Racing, as I said, they started off building stuff for racing cars, and then now moving into flight simulators. They've got this lightweight rig which folds flat. So if you're short of office space and you want somewhere to set up a rig, that looks pretty good value. $249. By the way, if anyone's got any of their kit, I'd love to hear about it. I'm not really sure I've got room for any of it, but I want to give it a try. So what else did we see? So yes, I've really got into helicopters. Well, I've been into helicopters a long time, and I would love a proper collective And look at this. This is from Vipril and Verpil. Sorry. Verpil usually make pretty good stuff. A couple of friends of mine are using their some of their kit. And look at this. Doesn't that look nice? At the moment, I'm using this. I can't pull it up. I'm using a X56 because I still haven't got my honeycomb throttle quadrant yet. I've mentioned that before. So this looks really nice. It will strap to the bottom of your chair, the standard sort of office chair arrangement, and it's got this hat on it, and this is available for pre-order now. Total price, well, you need the base. You probably need the advanced base, don't we all? That's $289. Then the grip, the hat, the top end, $189, and the chair mount adapter, $40. So what are we looking at? 550 euros for what looks to be pretty good. So I think I'm definitely not pre-ordering, having pre-ordered a throttle quadrant and got no idea when that's coming. Have I mentioned that before? Let's move on. Orbex. God, someone's actually watching this live. Don Gallagher, he's got one of those seats and it's kind of cramped. That could be a big problem for me as I'm 6'6". Perhaps I shouldn't get one of those. Anyway, I'm absolutely gobsmacked that anyone's watching this live, but thanks. I really mean that. Thank you very much. Orbex. I want to mention Orbex because look at this. Mayhem. They've got another sale. Hands up if you ever bought Orbex scenery at full price. Yeah. What an idiot. If anyone's watching this that doesn't come from the UK, it's a bit, I think I've mentioned this before, DFS carpets. They always have a sale. DFS furniture. Don's 5'7". He's cramped at 5'7", and I'm 6'6". So yeah, I think that's off for me. Anyway, Orbex have got a sale on. Hey, we all know Orbex go fantastic scenery, and yes, I really, really do like Orbex stuff. I've got loads of it. I will never ever buy anything full price. This sale must end on May the 31st. If you haven't got the money by May the 31st, just wait. Whatever you do, don't buy anything full price because there will be another sale. Lie inside. Okay, this bell, fantastic. I don't usually push stuff that add-ons that you have to pay for unless it's something special. This really is something special. They've just done an update, version 1.23. If you want a challenge and you want to take some time to learn, the great thing about it is in the cockpit there's very little. This thing comes from God knows how long. It's a very old helicopter, and yeah, there's no autopilot. There's no GPS or anything like that. It's pure VFR flying. In fact, just to plug something I've done, I just uploaded this before we came on live. This is a Stream Deck profile for the helicopter I've just knocked up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, about 10 buttons. That's all you need. So, fly inside. If you want a challenge, do that. So finally, this week we got 2 pieces of scenery which I downloaded and absolutely think are brilliant. Fastnet Rock Lighthouse. So again, helicopters gives me a chance to land somewhere. I can't land the bell on this yet. The other one I can. So great looking piece of scenery. A challenge to fly to, and if the weather's a bit iffy, and Fastnet, if anyone ever listens to the shipping forecast, of course, is one of the ones that are one of the zones that are usually mentioned. So Fastnet Rock Lighthouse, recommend that one. And finally, I did say there was going to be a lot of helicopters on this week. Next week, I promise I won't talk about helicopters. And Don's buying the Stream Deck. Hey, I wish I was getting commission on this. I love it. The Stream Deck I've been using for all sorts of stuff. I'm going to do some more videos on the channel about the Stream Deck. I'm using it to control what you're seeing on the screen at the moment. I use it for my flight controls. I use it for photo editing, for video editing. I use it to control my voice meter. It's just the most flexible keyboard I've ever used. Anyway, helipads in northern Bavaria. So I downloaded this just to give me something to fly to that I've never been to before. And the guy's done a pretty good job. You know, turn up to a car accident, do a rescue job. So it's free, it's brilliant. Download it. If you're flying helicopters, do that. Next week, not going to mention, I promise I will not mention helicopters unless something fantastic happens in the world of helicopters. I was going to try a flight with dual controls. I mentioned this in last week's show. A friend of mine and we're going to do a flight in the Airbus and share the cockpit. Didn't get a chance to do it. Had builders in all week, so didn't have a chance to do that. So next week, hopefully, we'll have a video and my experiences of a shared cockpit. Until then, as usual, thank you very much for watching. I've got so much stuff I want to get done. I will be doing some more Stream Deck stuff. I want to show you this as well. So this is a MIDI controller. It's the Behringer X-Touch Mini. You've got rotary dials here, rotary encoders, and you can see I've 3D printed some Airbus. So these came with Lorbe's Access and O's and Stream Deck. This one in the UK about 40 quid, 45 quid on Amazon, something like that. And you can use these, program these rotaries, and you got your autopilots for your Airbuses and the 530 and 430 controls, rotary controls are on there. You can do it all in Stream Deck, but I quite like if it's a knob to twist it and a button to press it. So that's all coming up. Thank you very, very much for watching. For those that are going to watch this, 70 people watched last week's show, 65 views, something like that. And I'm actually getting people subscribe. I love it. Thank you very much. So until next week, as usual, enjoy your flying, take care, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks a lot. Good night, he says.
T-minus 50 seconds.